Technical Analysis, the complete resource for financial market technician, by Charles Kirkpatrick and Julie Dahlquist. Book has total 8 parts. Part 1 is introduction. It involves of 4 chapters. First is about introduction to technical analysis. So this is basic chapter. Then chapter 2 is about basic principles of technical analysis, the trend. This chapter deals with how does technical analyst make money, then what is trend, then how are trends identified, then trend develop from supply and demand, then what trends are there. So this is about trends. This chapter is about trends. Now chapter 3, history of technical analysis, the early financial market and exchanges, then modern technical analysis, then current advances in technical analysis. So this is chapter 3. Now chapter 4, the technical analysis controversy. Do markets follow a random walk? So this deals with random walk theory. Then can past patterns be used to predict the future? Then what about money efficiency, that market efficiency? Then behavioral finance and technical analysis. Then pragmatic criticism of technical analysis. So this is end of chapter 1 or part 1. Now part 2 starts. Part 2 is about markets and market indicators. It involves chapter 5, then 6, 7, chapter 8, 9, 10. So from 5 to 10 is in chapter 5 to 10 is involved in part 2, that is market and market indicators. Chapter 5 is an overview of markets. It deals with in what types of market can technical analysis be used, that is cash market, derivative market, etc. Then how does a market work, then who are market players, then what is market measured. Then chapter 6 is about Dow theory. First is Dow theory theorems, then criticisms of Dow theory. Chapter 7 is sentiment. What is a sentiment, then market players and sentiment. How does human bias affect decision making. Chapter 8 is measuring market strength. It involves first market breadth, then up and down volume indicators. Then author discusses about net new highs and net new lows. Then usage of moving average, then very short term indicators, etc. Chapter 9 is about temporal patterns and cycles. This chapter deals with period longer than 4 years, then period of 4 years or less, then January signals, etc. Chapter 10 deals with flow of funds. It deals with funds in marketplace, then funds outside the security market, then cost of funds, then Fed policy, etc. Part 3 is trend analysis. It involves chapter 11, then 12, then 13, 14, etc. Up to from 11 to 14 is involved in trend analysis. First 11th chapter is history and construction of charts. So this chapter deals with the history of charting. Then what data is needed to construct a chart, then what types of chart do analysts use, then what type of scale should be used, then point and figure charts, etc. Chapter 12 is of trends, the basics of trends. It deals with trend, the key to profit, that means what are trends, then trend terminology, then basics of trend analysis, then determining a trading range, then directional trends up and down, then other types of trend lines. Now chapter 13 discusses about breakout, stops and retracements. So in breakout, author discuss about how is breakout confirmed, then can a breakout be anticipated, etc. In stops, he is discussing that what are entry and exit stops, then changing stop order, etc. Chapter 14 is about moving averages. Then what is moving average, how is simple moving average calculated, Strategizing using moving averages. Then what is directional movement? Part 4 is chart pattern analysis. So this part involves chapter 15, 16, 17, etc. from 15 to 17. Chapter 15 is about bar chart patterns. This chapter discusses about what is a pattern, then do patterns exist, then computers and pattern recognition, bar charts pattern, how profitable are patterns. Patterns with rounding edges. Chapter 16 is about point and figure chart patterns. It discusses about what is different about point and figure chart, then history of point and figure charting, then one box reversal point and figure charts, 3 point reversal point and figure charts. Chapter 17 is about short term patterns. It deals with pattern construction and determination, then traditional short term patterns, then some summary of short term patterns, then candlestick patterns, etc. Now here part 4 ends. Now part 5, it is about trade confirmation. Chapter 18 is about confirmation. It involves analysis methods, then volume confirmation, then open interest, price confirmation, etc. Part 6 is about other technical methods and rules. It involves chapter 19, then 20. Chapter 19 is about cycles. What are cycles? How can cycles be found in market data, then projections. Chapter 20 is Elliott, Fibonacci and Gann. Elliott wave theory, EWT, then Fibonacci sequence, etc. Part 6 is selection. Chapter 21 is about, so it involves chapter 21, selection of markets and issue, trading and investing. Then what issues should I select for trading, etc. Now part 8 is about system testing and management. It involves with system design and testing. Then what are systems necessary? How do I design a system? Then how do I test a system optimization? Then chapter 23 is last chapter and it deals with money and risk management. It involves risk and money management, then testing money management strategies, then money management risks, then money management risk strategies, then monitoring systems and portfolios, etc.